What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hidden Heights Farm Vlog. My name's Kevin and this is Mojo, our Great Pyrenees. He is one of our guard dogs that pretty much guards us and the goats when he feels like it. Actually, he did really well yesterday. Had a neighbor over here visiting with the neighbor, and we were outside and yesterday morning, and we had a goat stuck in the fence, one of the pygmy goats, and he was crying and crying, and all of a sudden Mojo took off, went and jumped the fence and went and checked on that goat because he didn't know why it was crying. But he's been doing really well, so we're really glad he's coming along. He's starting to bond with the goats a little more. He just will not sleep over in their pen just yet, but we're gonna keep working with him. But we've had a pretty eventful last couple of days, I guess you could say. So a big storm rolled in a couple nights ago and had tons of lightning, like 80-mile-per-hour winds, and it actually blew some trees over. And we lost electric. We were out of electric for 3 days, I think. I had to miss a day of work because I had to keep the generator running. We got freezers out in the shop right here behind me. And then we got our fridge and freezer in the house, of course. So I had to alternate using the generator, get our fridge and freezer in the house cooled down for a little bit and let it run, then get the freezers in the shop. And so I had to miss a day of work to keep that going, and finally the power company got us back on. Got quite a bit of damage from trees, but we were blessed because it could have been a lot worse, and I'll show you guys here in a minute. Let's walk out here to the garden. This straight line winds came in like 80 miles per hour, and it started blowing stuff around, and it kind of blew, let me show you here, kind of blew this cucumber bed. I got this cattle panel here for something for these cucumbers to climb up on, and it kind of just pushed that and knocked it over. And right here, the same thing with the tomatoes. Sorry, the sun's in my eyes, but this wind just blew these tomato cages over, and I have not even had time to stand them back up. I've been so busy with everything else. But let me show you what the damage could have happened that didn't, which is still pretty drastic for us. But show you. See, this is one of the biggest oak trees we had on our whole property, and it's right next to our house. But by the grace of God, it missed our house. It didn't fall on our house, but as you can see, it's down. So what do you do with a tree that falls that you can't use anymore? You use it for firewood. So I don't know if you guys can even justify how big this tree is, but it is a massive, massive oak tree. There's no telling how old this thing is, but it will provide us with a ton of firewood, that's for sure. We have a wood splitter, so we'll put good use to this tree once we get it all cut up. I'm in no hurry to do it. We won't be able to use it this year anyway, because we like to let our firewood season a bit before we start using it. But man, look at this thing. It left, hey Mo, come here. Mo, come here. It left this huge hole down here. And I'm sure it doesn't look as big as it does in person as it does on camera, but this thing is massive. And you can see how rocky our ground is up here. There's no way my tractor could even budge this thing. It's so huge. It's going to weigh a lot. So what I'm probably going to do is try to cut it right above the root ball, and just hopefully it'll fall back and I can kind of get that hole filled back in and let that stump rot. So with that being said, like I said, we were blessed that the tree didn't fall on our house. It is unfortunate that we lost electric. You know, in today's times, everybody gets so adjusted to having the luxury of air conditioner or fans or whatever. You know, back in the old days, it wasn't nothing to them, but when you get used to it, it really sucks. Especially when you have kids that are used to having internet and tablets. That's a real eye-opener for them. So we had a little closer family time, I guess you can say. So maybe it was a blessing in disguise, who knows. But none of the animals were hurt. The lightning took out our TV, took out our satellite, which I don't care about the satellite. But OU football is starting to come on this weekend, so sure enough, I had to have DirecTV out here today to replace all the stuff that got fried, and the TV people are supposed to come tomorrow. So hopefully that gets fixed because we don't want to miss OU Sooners first football game of the season. It also got my garage door opener to my shop, and I don't have my key to the door, so I gotta go grab that real quick, and then we'll go check out what happened in these goats pens. All right, so something else that was horrible. You guys just seen the video of my family and I butchering the quail. Well, what do you do when you use up your quail? You replenish them, and we had all these eggs in the incubator. If you guys remember the video of my two kids, Kaya and Caleb, helping me put all those eggs in the incubator. Well, what happens when you don't have electric? I tried to get the generators and all that hooked up, but it was storming, the electric went out, and it was the next morning after work, or actually the next day after work, before I got back home to get the incubator plugged back in. So they were a good, probably 12, 16, 18 hours without being turned on. So I'm sure this batch of quail eggs are no good. So I've started collecting some more. We got a few more started already here. Like, I don't know how many I got in here. I filled this tray up, and then I just started putting some on the sides because I had all these extra quail eggs. So that's probably going to be a waste. But, oh man, so I don't know. Maybe it's not meant to be, because you guys remember last time I had the quail eggs in the house, in the garage, in the incubator. The lightning hit. There went that batch. So we got a batch in between that hatched, but it just seems like it's always something with these quail eggs. So hopefully I can get another batch started. I'm going to let this run a few days, and then I'm going to candle every single egg, and if there's any movement, then I'll leave them in there. But if not, I'll just have to throw all those eggs away and start all over again. Like I said, we've been collecting them daily, trying to get enough built up to get a big batch so we can hatch quite a bit of quail out at once. But anyways, that's just how it goes sometimes. Alright guys, so we're out here in the Spanish pen, and they got a few trees down, and there's Miss Daisy ready for her dinner. So let's go take a look at some of these trees these Spanish goats have down. These babies are getting super big, getting almost as big as their mamas already. Here you go, girl. What do you guys think of all these trees down? Let's take a little walk over here, and I'll show you a big tree that's down as well. Here you go, Oosty. Look how big your little Oosty's getting. Here, girl. Oh, I didn't say Daisy. I didn't say Daisy. Little horns are still growing. You got stick tights on you. Alright guys, so this is little Oosty. She is a full-blood Spanish goat, solid black. That is our herd. These are all DNA registered for all the new people that keep asking to tell. They're wanting me to explain a little more about these goats. So these are all solid black Spanish DNA registered goats that we have here. And most of these are all females, except for some of the little young bucks that we have, and that big guy right there with the big horns. So we're trying to build our herd up. Right now we have 15 nanny goats. And then we got these cute little babies like Oosty here. Right, Oosty? And this is her mama, Tiny. Tiny, everybody's been asking about you. What do you have to say for the camera, girl? Huh? She's just a little busy chewing her cud there. But her baby and herself are very friendly goats. And hopefully Oosty will stay that way, right, baby girl? Alright, let's go take a look at this big tree that's blown down in their pasture. Alright guys, so we're still here in the Spanish goats pasture, and this is another tree that was blown over, and this tree is an elm tree. And I just don't think this camera will do justice on how big this tree is. But the wind's just blowing this thing over and toppled it. And this is an elm tree, like I said. I don't know if we'll use it for firewood. I really doubt it. Reason being is we have an abundance of oak and hickory. And oak and hickory burn a lot hotter. and it's just better firewood for wood stoves than these trees like elm trees. So I don't know if we'll probably just cut it up and probably burn it on the brush pile or something. I don't have a sawmill or know anyone with one, and I don't know how good a wood elm trees actually make for that. But anyways, we got another mess to clean up, as you can see. And I got a few other trees around here down, but got another one down in the Kiko pen, and let's go take a look at that now. Okay, so a lot of people are asking how big is Ollie, and this is Ollie right here. He's kind of licking on himself. That's his mama, but he is a big boy. Look at how big he's getting. Daisy, you're gonna trip me. Yeah, now Rachel's out here. Girl. Anyways, guys, this is Ollie. He has the little white dot on his head, just like his mama. He probably weighs 45 pounds and he's 3 months old. All the babies are growing quickly. Alright guys, so I'm out here in the Kiko goats pen. Everybody's wanting an update on the Kikos as well. They're still doing good. Jerkface Jr. right here. Don't know if he got the job done or not. I never actually seen him do it, but he sure was chasing them pretty hard. Right, Tony? Anyways, you guys can see these Kikos. They're doing great. Still got tons of grass. And let's go look at the tree down in their pen. Come here, goats. So the only real benefit of the storm is we got like, I don't know, total like 4 inches of rain. So most of the ponds are filled back up. We'll see how long they last. But the goats got a little bit of another feed source here. You guys can see here, they have pretty much demolished all the leaves that they could reach real easy down here at the bottom. Where you know, Daisy? So they got a little snack out of this storm, I guess you could say. Another little oak tree fell. This will be firewood as well. Just popped right out of the ground here. What do you guys think of those leaves? Looks like you ate all the easy pickings. You guys gonna climb up that tree? Come on. Guess not. Alright guys, so I got Rachel and Mo coming in. So we're introducing Mo to the Kikos. Just letting him make his rounds around the farm with us as we do our feeding and everything else. Skeeter's not allowed in the goat pens because we let him in one time and he got rolled by a mama goat. Thought it was going to kill him, but he's tough. Man, these Kiko nannies are looking good and slick. Their bodies are filled out real well. This little nanny is really coming along. Her horns are starting to twist, which is awesome looking actually. Hopefully they'll get a lot bigger. She's a good looking nanny. Alright guys, so it's Mojo's dinner time and he gets a little grumpy when it's dinner time and these chickens come around. Watch this. Let's see if he does it this time. Yep. He gives them a little growl to give him a good chase away. He don't like them stealing his food. Alright, so every goat pen has a tree down. And this tree is one that me and Rachel planted when we first moved up here on this property about 14 years ago, and it's a sand plum or a wild plum tree. But looky here, uprooted just like the rest, and as you can tell there's like no leaves on this thing at all. They've already just eaten everything. What do you think about that, princess? Huh? You like playing on this tree? Yep. So this tree is a goner as well. If I still had a old style smoker, I would cut this up and use it as smoking wood, but I don't. We have the pellet smoker now, so this will probably just get burned up in the brush pile. But they're starting to eat the bark on it now. You can see that orange right there is where they've been eating the bark. They've already got all the low hanging leaves eaten off of it. Alright. Here guys, so we're out here at the quail pen, and this is the pen that we butchered all the males out of, and we left one over there so he can still fertilize these eggs. So we got to start collecting these guys again so we can get them in the incubator, since our last batch is probably ruined. Hopefully not, but I'm sure they got some eggs. Yeah, they got some eggs in there as well. Anyways guys, these quail are still doing great. As you can see, I'm going to get their water filled up, grab these eggs, and we'll head back to the shop. Alright guys, so all this storm has been keeping us super busy, especially with no electric. It hasn't been the funnest time, but one thing, we just built this, blah, blah, blah. Let me spit that out again. We just built this house just 2 years ago, and we built it keeping in mind that we went through 2 horrible ice storms back in 2007 and 2008. I believe we were out for electric for 13 days and the next day 14 days. So that is one reason we have the wood stove in our house. Oklahoma's not known for really bad winters, but they come and go. I mean, you never know. Got a little follower here. But so we built this house, we built the wood stove in there, and we also built it so we have a tankless hot water heater that is propane. So it takes just milliamps to get the igniter going so we can still have hot water. And so, you know, we can make it pretty easy in the wintertime with our house and the way it's set up. Summertime, not so much. It does stay cool in our house. We have the spray foamed insulation, so it stays pretty cool in our house. It's just you don't have the air conditioner or fan. So with that being said, you know, it's doable. It's just a little bit of inconvenience, mostly for the kids because they're not used to it at all, and it's not fun. I mean, everybody likes to have air conditioner. Everybody likes to sleep good with the, you know, with your fans or air conditioner or whatever. So anyway, it's just a little experience, and it's actually a eye opener to make sure you got things in preparedness for situations like this. And luckily we have 2 generators, have a solar panel and a small battery bank on our shop as well, so we always have that stuff to fall back on. But it's just good to know, you know, if you were to be without electric for a long time and didn't have any kind of generator or something to keep your food from spoiling, you know, you can always rely back on the stuff that you can in the summertime. That's nice because that's pretty much non-perishable as long as it's not way out of date, I guess. So anyway, it's just something else that, you know, training up on homesteading skills. It just kind of gives you a reminder of why you do this type of living. You know, if we had to butcher a chicken here in the yard to have fresh meat or whatever, we have them. A goat, same difference. So anyways, it's just a little setback here, and it's kept us busy. Now you guys seen we got these trees down. That's going to be another task we got to get rid of, which is not really that big a deal. It's just not going to deal with it right now. It's just super hot still here in Oklahoma. Any time the temperatures will start dropping, we'll get that tree cut up and split up and put up for firewood. We'll let it season for at least a year or 2 before we burn it in our wood stove. But guys, I just wanted to kind of walk you guys around and show you some of the damage. Luckily, none of the trees fell on our fence line, so we were thankful for that. Mo's sitting here relaxing, waiting for me to walk out the gate so he can go jump over the fence and go lay down on the patio and cool his belly off again, I'm sure. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Click that notification bell. Smash that thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. I gotta get these eggs put in the incubator for one, and I only got one arm, holding them with my shirt.